In this video, we're going to look at single leg variations, specifically lunge variations. Lunges can be used as an alternative to something like squats, especially with body weight. It creates a nice amount of additional load on the limb, each limb that happens to be working at any given time. The first one we're going to look at is a basic forward lunge. This would be a more quad-focused exercise if you're trying to hit your quads. So what you do, take a decent stride forwards, lower yourself in, and then power back out. And as we push back out, we're pushing off the toe of that front leg, and we want to control the descent. We're not rushing. You can let your knee travel a little bit over the toe. That's totally fine. That is your forward lunge. Now we are going to look at the opposite to a forward lunge, a reverse lunge. Now reverse lunge is going to hit your glutes, hamstrings just a little bit more. So what we're going to do in this situation, take a good stable footing. You're going to step back, drop down, and then power off that front leg. So we're trying to almost push ourselves back up from the front leg. We're not pushing off that back leg. This means you want to keep your torso and your weight centered or even slightly over the front. Don't throw it backwards and then power off that front leg. This is a reverse lunge. Now we're going to move on to a slightly more advanced and more dynamic version of a lunge, the walking lunge. So clear yourself some space, and we're going to do essentially a forward lunge, but carrying ourselves through each time. We step forwards, good posture all the way down, and flow straight through to the other movement. Like so, chest up nice and high, lower yourself down, keep that knee tracking over the center toe, and that is your walking lunge. Okay, the next exercise we're going to look at is a side lunge. This is more advanced, and it's important that you have good, healthy hips and healthy knees in order to do this. It's a double hitter because it's going to fire up the glute on the outside leg, and it's going to stretch the adductors on the inside leg. So what we're going to do, center ourselves, step out to the side, lower down, inside leg straight, straight back up. And you can alternate them. Down to the side, straight back up. Great glute movement, great remedial movement for those of you with tight inner thighs and adductors. That is the side lunge. The next lunge exercise we are going to look at is a reverse drop lunge. Now this is a very, very advanced movement. It's going to allow you to get a far greater range of motion on the hip. What you want to do is find a box, a step, a block, something stable. This is a little bit soft, but we can work with it. And we're going to step backwards off it in a controlled manner and lower all the way down. Now notice, because my knee can drop much further than my foot, I get a huge range of motion on this hip and leg. We power back up. All the way down, control, power back up, trying to kick through the heel of this front leg. Posture good all of the time. That is our reverse drop lunge.